Hi, my name is Isabella, and with my friend Marian Whitcup, we're going to present our body's response to stress.
Body's response. When you feel threatened, your nervous system responds by releasing a flood of stress hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol, which rouse the body for emergency action. Your heart pumps faster, muscles tighten, blood pressure rises, breath quickens, and your senses become sharper. Adrenaline increases your heart rate and elevates your blood pressure and boosts your energy supplies. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, increases sugars, which is glucose in the bloodstream, enhances your brain's use of glucose, and increases the availability of substances that repair tissue. The GAS syndrome. The GAS syndrome, which stands for General Adaptation Syndrome, is a three-stage response that the body has to stress. The origin of this syndrome. Hans Selye, a Vienna-born scientist working in the 20th century, was the first person to describe GIS. Selye found that rats displayed a similar set of physical response to several different stressors. The latter included cold temperatures, excessive physical exertions, and injection with toxins. The scientist explained that GIS as the body's way of adapting to a perceived threat to better equip it to survive. A paper on Selye's GIS theory was published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology in 1946.
The first stage of the gas syndrome is the alarm reaction. In this stage, a distress signal is sent to a part of the brain called the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus enables the release of hormones called glucocorticoids. The glucocorticoids trigger the release of adrenaline and cortisol, which is a stress hormone. The adrenaline gives a person a boost of energy. Their heart rate increases and their blood pressure rises. Meanwhile, blood sugar levels also go up. In the alarm reaction stage, the GAS prepares a person to respond to the stressor they are experiencing. This stage is also called fight or flight response, and it was the best known and the best used by our predecessors. The second stage is the resistance stage. In this stage, the body tries to counteract the physiological changes that happen during the alarm reaction. This stage is governed by the ants called parasympathetic. The parasympathetic branch of the ants tries to return the body to normal by reducing the amount of cortisol produced. The heart rate and blood pressure begins to return to normal. If the stress factor continues, the body will stay on alert state and stress hormones will continue to be produced. This leads to a person's struggle to pay attention. The third stage is the exhaustion stage. After an extended period of stress, the body has depleted its energy resources by continuously trying to recover from the initial alarm stage and failing. If someone fails to go back to normal in this stage, they are at risk of developing stress-related health conditions. And once it reaches the exhaustion stage, the body can no longer fight stress. They experience tiredness, depression, anxiety, and they are feeling unable to cope. Prolonged stress. Long-term stress can have a negative impact on a person physically and their immune system. Chronic stress could cause increasing of the risk of viral infection, increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, lead to stomach ulcers, and lead to depression. Thanks for your attention.